Anthony Momodu's report.
As the 2024 Edo State governorship elections hot up, Senator representing Edo North Senatorial Zone at the National Assembly, Senator Adams Oshiomhole, has warned electorates against voting a candidate that is disconnected from the needs of the people with a questionable character. He charged voters to vote out the PDP due to the litany of bad governance weakness for 8 years.
They can't wait to sack this governor, and the man who was the chief economic advisor is brain box, who chaired the so-called Alago Daro, which is their, they set up to, draw up programs and long-term policies, etc., etc. They've seen through all of that. So Edo people want a guy they can connect, a home guy that they can relate with, that they can feel, they can touch, that shares their own experiences, that come from a community, of real people, of farmers. So you understand the problem of farmers, you understand the challenge of going to drink water from the stream in the 21st century with all the risk of waterborne diseases, etc., etc. So Edo people are clear, we have to vote away PDP. PDP has never developed this state. Before I came in, PDP would have developed the state. Everywhere we go, the only thing they have are the things APC government did while I was governor.
The former APC National Chairman, Senator Adams Oshiomhole, called on the electorate to trust more the APC candidate, Senator Monday Okpebholo, to bring relief in the areas of health, education, security, and social welfare, assuring the people of good governance by the APC candidate.
Our candidate is not a stranger. He just passed through ballot box January to March 2023. So his people voted for unanimously in his land, and so he is not. He knows what the issues are. He has raised those issues in the course of his campaign, and he has been repeating them. They have to be careful about these people who don't live here. They just come at the eve of an election. They probably have never voted. They call themselves technocrats, and at the end of the day, they just feast on playing with, jargons and sophistry. MOUs, parading people of color of different parts of the world as investors. They've seen through all of those lies. Now what people want is not sophistry. They want practical governance. That if you build a road, people can carry their farm produce to the market. If you connect to a rural community, it does not require environmental impact analysis. All of those buzzwords they use to siphon money away, because the best way to steal money is through consultancy. You don't see anything visible.
Senator Adams Oshiomhole posits that the panacea to re-election and support of any government is good governance. So it is hoped the interest of the people will always be put first. Anthony Momodu reporting for Global Television.
Edo State all-cycle election campaign rallies got tinted with war of words between the All Progressives Congress and People's Democratic Party over personal and governance-related issues on the APC campaign train to Egwaholo Isi community, North Wounded local government area, and Ohuan Ward, Ugoneki. The APC candidate in the forthcoming election, Senator Monday Okpebholo, assured the gathered crowd and communities of better life when in power. Again, Anthony Momodu takes it from here.
In the rallies at Ohuwunde local government areas, Senator Adams Oshiomhole led other APC chieftains in a war of words aimed at the PDP and its candidate Asue Ighodalo before promising the people that their party will right the wrongs of the incumbent administration.
I followed Obaseki to one village, which I was told Ethiopian is his ancestral village. Okay. I went there. The transition, the scene was very well. And I showed him the whole Peking now will be governor. The Enige mobilized all his people in 2016 and they voted for Obaseki. Thereafter, Obaseki never returned to that his ancestral home. No! When the Enige no see him, the Enige decided to come and meet Obaseki at Osadepe Avenue and Government House. The old man got there, he waited and waited 2 days, 3 days, he don't see Obaseki. On his way back, I think people must remember this. Yes, sir. He was involved in accident and Yenike died. Yes. Obaseki never went back there to pay even condolence visit. Not to talk of electing one block in memory of that Enoki.
Ekwaholo community and other adjoining communities, the APC governorship candidate Senator Monday Okpebolo promised to restore electricity to the community and also repair their damaged roads and school structures.
Come here now. I don't see road where don't jaga. Road no day, school no day, water no day, nothing day. People farm, we know they go farm. Do you have teachers in your school? No. We are going to employ over 5,000 teachers in our 100 days in office.
I feel too good and nice and too very much happy, because I know this man will do something reasonable for my local government.
We are very, very sure that the people of Edo State know what they want. And if you look at it deeply, you see that APC is the only party now that can give Edo State what they want.
Support APC because we don't tire for PDP. Since one with the PDP, we not see anything achieved. Nothing, no school, no water, no light.
Amongst other communities and traditional rulers visited is the Enege of Eyan, His Royal Highness Osazuwa Idriese, at his palace, where the monarch endorsed the APC candidate, and in turn the APC candidate Monday Okpebolo also read out how he intended to govern the people.
Traditional institutions are not respected. Nothing is moving in the state. Schools are dilapidated. Roads are gone. Nothing actually you can really say has been done in the past 8 years. Sir, development stopped at the time Adams Oshomole was a double-led government. I want to come into the state to start from where they stop. We want to build a new again.
It remains to be seen how the political parties, their candidates, INEC, will achieve the final goal of a credible poll and governance after September 21st, 2024. Anthony Momodo reporting for Global Television.
Meanwhile, the upcoming off-cycle governorship elections in Edo and Ondo states are another litmus test for not only the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, security agencies, political parties, and their candidates, but the electorate, especially as they choose who would they cast their vote for as they decide who leads them in the next 4 years in the two states. Global Television News crew went to Benin City to gauge the polls of the residents on the forthcoming electoral exercise.
There is no doubt that Edolites are geared for an intriguing polls come September 21st, as this group of residents believe the outgoing government have done their best and hopes the incoming government must do better.
All right, we are at the capital of Edo State, Benin City, specifically at the boundary road axis of Benin City, where we want to take a pulse of Edolites as regards the September elections coming up in this Asian city, as to what they think about the battle between the APC and the PDP and the Labour Party candidates in this upcoming elections. Join me, Anthony Momodu, as we talk to Nigerians residents in Benin City what they think is going to happen come September.
And the present government, it don't do his own part. Now for the one when they come to see what he go fit do, to add join the better things when the state already get.
Obaseki has done his best. He has tried in some areas, but in some areas there's still much to be done. Coming election, among all the candidates, although we are still yet to see them, at least by the time they come to debate, then we'll be able to know what they have to offer Edo people.
The government should try and work hard in terms of providing jobs. Like me, I just graduated, and I need work. We need to eat, we need to feed, so they should do more.
For these other residents and electorates, the PDP government has failed the people with empty promises, leading to the loss of faith in government to provide the basic social amenities.
Garina, they not the free buy again. cup of garri is 250. Rice, they no dey fit buy. Water, pure water, 150 naira. Now only God they go help us. Men and still tell government make it come help us. Say food do not dey, water not dey. We dey hungry. Now work at they come from now. If you work and finish, they don't dey pay us. It will pay na wahala.
Please, so the government should do something about this because we are so tired now. We are very tired and we are suffering. We are so suffering in Nigeria now.
Daniel Osaze and other citizens also called for peaceful elections and respect for the rule of law by all participants in a pose for the good of the people and state.
In Benin, I trust that the INEC will do their best. And the INEC will do well when it comes to the election. They will not be ringing.
There is no gainsaying that the Edo electorate are poised to ensure a free, fair and credible elections in the upcoming off-cycle elections for the good of the state and Nigeria's democracy.
We've been talking to Edo-lites as regards what the expectations are for the forthcoming elections, who they want to be the next governor, and if they think INEC will be conducting a free, fair and credible elections.
Anthony Momodu reporting from Benin City for Global Television.
Oh, thank you so very much, Anthony Momodu. Just a quick reminder for our viewers that Anthony will be joining us at 5 p.m. here on the desk today to just bring us the pulse of what the campaign train has been like in Benin City and its environs, and give us a picture of what electoral activities are like just 19 days to the big day, which is the election day. 21st of September. Let's turn to other stories now. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, has directed its members to resume work today following a 7-day nationwide warning strike embarked upon by its members over the abduction of one of their colleagues, Dr. Ganiat Bokbola. The association, however, says it would review the federal government's commitment to resolving its demand in the next 3 weeks. The resident doctors began a 7-day warning strike last Monday to press for the rescue of Bokbola, a registrar in the Department of Ophthalmology at the National Eye Center in Kaduna. The federal government says it is set to arraign some of the organizers of the recent hunger protests before the Federal High Court in Abuja. In the 6 counts filed by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, the government also named a British citizen, Andrew Wine, as a defendant. The defendants were accused of treason, destabilizing the country, intimidating the president, and destroying Nigerian Communications Commission in Kano, among others. The IG specifically accused the protesters of acting in concert and conspiring with the intention to destabilize the country to commit a felony, including treason, between July 1 and August 4, 2024. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, says 21 candidates with fake IJMB results were recommended for 2023 admissions by various institutions. JAMB, in a policy document, noted that 12 of the recommendations were by Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. The board also stated that the recommendations were possible because certificate screening was done after registration. 5 institutions are reportedly involved in the recommendations. JAMB insisted that all certificates must have the signature of the head of the institution, vice chancellor, provost, or rector. The Police Service Commission, PSC, has approved the promotion of 31 assistant commissioners of police to deputy commissioners of police. This comes 2 days after 684 senior police officers were elevated to various ranks. A statement by the Commission's spokesperson, Ikechukwu Ani, says it promoted 52 chief superintendents of police to the next rank of assistant commissioners of police, stating further that the Commission promoted 505 superintendents of police to the next rank of chief superintendents. In out of security matters, the Defense Headquarters has denied that bandits in Zamfara State hijacked 2 armored vehicles. It also refuted claims that a large number of civilians were killed and mass buried by terrorists, as reports that over 150 terrorists were kidnapped, also by terrorists in Sokoto State. The Defense Headquarters response was followed by videos that had emerged over the weekend. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, says the fatalities caused by severe flooding in Nigeria has risen to 192 across 29 states. The flooding is caused by unprecedented rainfall and the rising Niger and Benue rivers. The agency spokesperson Ezekiel Manzo noted that he got information from the Emergency Operations Center that the death toll has increased to 192. The latest figure is as a result of flooding that happened in Plateau State. A group, Prisoners' Right Advocacy Initiative, has called for a probe into the poor feeding of inmates in custodial centers across the country. The organization's founder, Ahmed Adetola Kazim, says the probe should not be limited to the Calabar Custodial Center, into which the Minister of Interior, Olubomi Tuji-Ojo, ordered a probe. The order by the minister followed a viral video alleging that inmates at the custodial center were being subjected to inhuman treatment, including being served poorly cooked beans as breakfast. The Toronto Police Service has arrested a Nigerian woman, Amaka Sombeje, who threatened to poison and kill Yoruba and Duk communities in Canada. A statement by Constable Laura Brambant says Sombeje was arrested on Sunday, September 1. The Toronto Police said Sombeje has been charged with uttering threats, and she is scheduled to appear at the Ontario Court of Justice at 2201 Finch Avenue on Monday, September 2nd, 2024, in courtroom 107, making the public aware of an arrest made in a suspected hate-motivated threatening investigation. You're watching Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. When the Midday News returns, protesters block roads during strike in Israel to demand Gaza hostage deal. Details of this and more stories for you behind this short break. Please stay with us. This is Global Television, bringing you a live broadcast of the Midday News with Uyi Agumofwegbe. Thank you for staying with us. Now let's talk some business. The Nigerian Army 6th Division says its troops, in conjunction with other security agencies, have destroyed about 115 illegal refining sites, 66 boats, while 22 suspects were arrested in Rivers and Bayelsa states. The Army also said a total of 27 stolen pipes, 4 pumping machines were recovered, while 5 illegal connections used in siphoning crude oil by the suspects were clamped, with over 170,000 stolen products confiscated, in addition to other ancillary items deactivated. The Acting Deputy Director, 6th Division Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Danjuma, disclosed this in a statement issued in Port Harcourt, Rivers State capital. Away from Africa, Asian markets were mixed, with optimism over unexpected U.S. interest rate cuts offset by worries over the Chinese economy following the release of more disappointing data. After a strong finish on Wall Street, where all 3 indexes ended sharply higher, Asia struggled to match up. While the cut has been priced in, the data could determine how big it will be, with analysts saying another big miss to the downside could prompt officials to slash rates by 50 basis points rather than the expected 25. And back home, former Vice President of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar, has called for the listing of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC Limited, on the Nigerian Stock Exchange amid controversy surrounding the alleged privatization of the Warri and Kaduna refineries. Paul Ibe, Abubakar's spokesperson, disclosed this in a statement following accusations that the NNPC Limited is attempting to transfer the operation and maintenance of the 2 refineries to private firms. Quoting Atiku, Ibe emphasized that listing the national oil company on the stock market would foster much-needed transparency in the company's operations and enhance corporate governance. The Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, has issued a set of key performance indicators for the quality of service of all telecommunications companies in the country. The new Quality of Service Regulations 2024, just released by the Commission, sets specific parameters for the different network segments of the telcos covering 2G, 3G, and 4G, and it focuses on parameters such as drop call rates, call setup success rates, traffic congestion, among others. According to the telecom regulator, failure to meet each parameter attracts 5 million naira, with an additional 500,000 naira per day for the period the infraction lasts. Time to go foreign now. Businesses, schools and transports across Israel are being affected by a general strike called to demand that the government agrees to a deal to secure the release of hostages held by Hamas. Tens of thousands of people rallied across Israel after the bodies of 6 hostages were recovered by soldiers from Gaza. Some flights at Ben Gurion Airport, Israel's main air transit hub, have been disrupted today, while protesters have blocked several roads. A former childcare worker in Australia has pleaded guilty to raping and sexually abusing dozens of young girls under his care for over 20 years. Ashley Paul Griffith, 46, confessed to committing 307 offences at childcare centres in Brisbane and Italy between 2003 and 2022, according to a Queensland court. Most of Griffith's victims were under the age of 12, the court also was told. The judge's associate took over 2 hours to read out all of the charges against him. Police have previously described Griffith as one of Australia's worst ever pedophiles. Rescuers in the Russian Far East have found no survivors in the wreckage of a helicopter that disappeared while carrying 22 people, most of them tourists. The aircraft went missing on Saturday after taking off from a base near the Vachachets volcano in the Kamchatka Peninsula. Officials say that 17 bodies had been found so far. The area, a popular tourist destination, is famous for its active volcanoes. The cause of the crash is yet to be known. Let's talk a bit of sports now. Eniola Bolaji has made history as the first African athlete to win a medal in para-badminton, securing a bronze medal for Nigeria in the women's singles SL3 category. Bolaji defeated a Ukrainian opponent, Oskana Koznia, in a straight set 2-0 to win Nigeria's first Paralympics medal in Paris. Although Bolaji had her sights set on gold, she fell short in the semi-final, losing 2-0 to China's Jushuan Shao. However, she redeemed herself by clinching the bronze. And that's all we have for you here on the Media News, and it came to you on Global Television on DSTV channel 365, Star Times channel 276, and free to air on Nigecomsat. A quick reminder that you can follow us across all our social media platforms using our Global TV NG and other handles as you now see on your screen. I'm Uyi Agbofwe. We say a very big thank you to you for watching. Coming up shortly, it's Lunch Global with Chung Anamel Joseph. Do have a great time watching.